Andy Warhol's Blue movie was the first erotic movie to feature explicit sex scenes and receive a wide theatrical release. Released in 1969, the movie started what is known as the golden age of porn, or porno chic. This refers to a period in porn that was taken more seriously. Films received mainstream attention, featured higher budgets, and had actual plots. This phase would end in the 1980s with the popularity of VHS tapes. For reasons that I hope are obvious, it's preferable to watch porn in the privacy of your own home as opposed to a movie theater. After this change, porn became more openly gratuitous. All pretense was thrown out the window. What kicked the golden age further into gear was Deep Throat, released in 1972. The film, about a young woman who discovers her clitoris is located in her throat, earned widespread mainstream success. Roger Ebert even reviewed the film. Can you imagine a mainstream critic reviewing a porn nowadays? How much Deep Throat actually made is in question, but the estimates are around $100 million. And considering it was made with a budget of $22,500 with an additional $25,000 for music, that's a smash hit. For a porn, that's Avengers level shit. There was serious money to be made in porn at the time. Despite the success of The Last House on the Left, it didn't really help Wes Craven's career much. He had a couple of different projects he wanted to make, but he couldn't get funding. People only saw him as a horror director, but the controversial elements of Last House prevented him from getting work. To make money, Craven helped friends edit their pornos. And then he directed one himself. Now to be clear, this has never been 100% confirmed. The credited director of The Fireworks Woman, a 1975 hardcore pornographic film, is Abe Snake, an obviously fake name. Craven did say in the documentary Inside Deep Throat that he directed a porn, but he didn't say which. Abe Snake is also the credited editor of Fireworks Woman. Craven edited at the time, including his own directorial efforts like Last House on the Left. Speaking of Last House, one of David Hess's songs from that movie appears in The Fireworks Woman. Craven also acts in the film. Never in that way. IMDb credits him as the director, and it more than likely was him. The film centers on Angela, a young woman who is in love with her brother Peter, who also happens to be a priest. The two have sex, yes, really, before Peter essentially dumps her. The rest of the film follows Angela in a series of sexual activities while the two siblings pine for each other. What complicates matters is that Angela seems to have some kind of power over people. Everyone she meets feels an intense desire for her.
I don't know, there was something about her. She had some sort of power.
It's not hard to see why Craven didn't want to associate himself with this movie. The movie is utterly bizarre and uncomfortable. Not only is there prominent incest and priest fucking, there's also an intense rape scene. Craven included a shot from Angela's POV during the rape that is so unnerving. The rape sequences in Last House are as well, but that's a horror movie. It was trying to shock people. Why the fuck is there a rape scene in this? I think Craven, who also co-wrote the script, was trying to check a lot of taboo boxes. There's a light BDSM scene, a couple of threesomes, and the climax of the film is an orgy. The incest, priest fucking, and rape are a part of that. It's trying so hard to be edgy, but I don't know why. It's unnecessary and goes nowhere. It's a hollow shock. Somehow, the weirdest element of the movie is Craven's character. I think he's supposed to be the devil? There's a discussion between Peter and another priest about Angela and her powers. Peter wants to know what to do about it. This older priest tells Peter to leave it to God. This is intercut with Angela running into Craven, who displays supernatural ability. He offers to help Angela with her problem, but at a price.
Of course, now I'm perfectly willing to help. But you're gonna have to pay a price. Okay?
No, wait, who are you?
No one special.
During the orgy, Craven sets off a lot of fireworks outside, which provides a lot of fire imagery with him. And when Peter decides to leave his church behind to be with Angela, Craven appears grinning. So I guess the point of the movie is the devil tempting a man away from God with the irresistible power of his sister? Why is this such a weird movie? I don't think it's shocking to say that an obscure porn from 1975 is a bad movie. What's more surprising to me is that it's not really talked about. It's a movie that I think is at least interesting in its decisions. But God, is it not a good movie. The story ultimately is about Peter and his decision to be with his sister. But he doesn't have a lot of screen time because the movie wants to focus on Angela's sexual adventures. But all Angela does is have sex, get raped once, and mope about Peter. Her plan to stage an orgy does somehow win Peter over, but there's no real arc for her. And if you think it's dumb to treat this like an actual movie instead of dumb exploitation nonsense, you're probably right, but it's my channel, so deal. Even as a porno, how is this enjoyable? I understand that there's an appeal with some kink porn including some of these elements, but the plot is so weird it's impossible to find hot. That's the point of porn, right? To be arousing? Intense rape scenes kind of kill the mood. I wish there was more information about this movie out there. Craven's biography, written by John Woolley, doesn't mention the film at all. And even if you don't believe that he directed the movie, he is undeniably in the damn thing. And it's worth noting that this famous horror director played the devil in a porno. I think that requires a mention in the biography. The movie was never released on VHS, let alone DVD or Blu-ray, which is why it's so obscure. But a quick Google search makes it easy to find. I am sympathetic because I know he was hard for cash, and I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with making porn, but Craven's edgy choices don't come together at all. The result is an unpleasant mess. Hi, if you enjoyed this video, please like and share it. If you want to be notified about future videos, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching.